Hello, thank you for tuning into From Darkness to Light. My name is Shawnee and I will be your host. If you are a Cancer involved with a Leo or a Leo involved with a Cancer, this reading can be for you. This reading can be about family members, friends, lovers, and or others, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Cancer, Leo, let's begin. Okay, so for starters, we have keeping you a secret. So I feel like somebody here, again, is keeping a secret. Okay. We have falling apart at the bottom of the deck, and we have drama at the top of the deck. Okay. So somebody here may be keeping you a secret, or you may be keeping a secret for somebody else because you know it's going to start something. Somebody knows that something is going to pop off if this gets out. Okay. Cancer, Leo. Let's see. Move that up some. Let's see what your tarot is talking about. Yeah, somebody's got a secret. Either you're keeping it from them or they're keeping it from you, Cancer, Leo. Okay. We have Two of Swords. Somebody here is at a crossroads. Confused about what they should do, how they should go about something here. And then we have the Four of Cups because somebody here may be being ignored. Okay, may want to make some type of proposal. I'm getting for some of you to someone, but they're afraid of being rejected. Six of Wands here. They're afraid of, they could be afraid of both. They could be afraid of both here, Cancer, Leo. They could be afraid of being rejected, and they could also be afraid of what would happen if you said yes. That's the type of situation this is. But I feel like somebody's keeping something to themselves and not saying anything about it. This could be somebody at your workplace. For some of you, you could be in the courts, in law. You got the Justice, the King of Swords, air energy showing up here for a lot of you. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, and the Eight of Wands. Okay? Somebody might be afraid of getting in trouble. It feels like, okay, I don't feel like, okay, so keeping you a secret. I feel like this is something that somebody is keeping to themselves, this situation, okay? And because of what I've just seen, I feel like it's because somebody is afraid of getting in trouble with some type of authority figure or something of that nature. Now, Cancer, Leo, this could be someone that you work with, and there are laws, there are rules in the workplace as to where no fraternizing on an intimate level with your coworkers or someone in a higher position, lower position, things of that nature. Y'all know how it goes. So somebody is keeping it to themselves. I feel like somebody here is trying to figure out how to approach and receive some type of success. Basically, they need to keep this a secret. That's what they feel. All right. There's somebody that's interested in someone here, and they need to keep this to themselves. They have to keep this to themselves because it's a chance that someone here may get in trouble. There's a possibility that there may be consequences here regarding this situation moving forward. So someone is trying to figure out how to approach with an offer, an opportunity, a suggestion even. Because this is somebody who recognizes someone else, okay? Recognizes someone else. And they're attracted to them in some type of way or another, and it doesn't have to be intimate. Okay, they could be attracted to the work you do. They could be attracted to you physically. They could be attracted to you mentally. Whatever the case may be, whatever it is against the rules. It's against the rules regarding this situation, and they're trying to figure out how to approach in a way where someone would be willing to accept the fact that this can't be out in the open without insulting them. That's what I'm getting. Without insulting them. They're trying to figure out a way to present themselves, tell someone how they feel about them, or tell someone how they see them or how they recognize them without getting in trouble. And in order to do that, both parties have to be willing to keep this a secret. Both parties have to be willing to keep this a secret, and they don't know if the person that they have their eye on is actually willing to do that. Okay? You have the High Priestess coming out here. That's that inner knowing. Okay? Nine of Wands, Queen of Cups. Cancer, this is your energy with the Seven of Pentacles. Okay? This person knows. Okay, so for some of you, you may be, let's say, recently wounded, not over something or another. You also may be staying in a situation just because, or in time, staying in a situation just because, or until, is what I meant to say, until something else comes in for you, something else that you already put some type of effort into or plant some seeds. Okay? Four of Swords, that's that quiet energy again. Six of Swords, that's movement. Okay? And then we have the Lover's card. Yeah, somebody is interested in somebody, but they're keeping it to themselves because it's going to cause some type of conflict. Five of Wands, it's going to cause some type of conflict. Yeah, that's pretty much what that is. But somebody knows that either they need to, have to, or that someone is staying in a situation until something better comes along. So what I'm gathering from this situation is like keeping you a secret is an overall energy. Okay? Keeping you a secret is an overall energy. So for those who this actually applies to, it's that energy of knowing that you have to keep this on the hush until there are changes, until whoever is waiting for comes along. But with the Nine of Wands here, there's somebody here that does not plan on staying in this situation. Whatever this situation is that makes this person feel like they can't expose the connection between you and them, they don't plan to stay in this situation for long. They don't plan for it to be like this for too long. But they don't know if that's something that you're willing to accept. They don't know if that's something that you're willing to accept because they don't know how much time this is going to take. They don't know if you're the type of individual that likes to live out loud. Like, they don't know if you would be offended by them wanting to keep you a secret or keep this situation in the dark because you might feel like they don't think much of you or something of that, or they're ashamed of you or embarrassed by you or whatever the case may be. And then the other individual may be the type of person that just talks too much. Not used to keeping things private, simple, so that there's no drama to stem from the situation. And that depends on what your situation is, what part you play here, okay? But that is the reason. That's the reason why this person wants to keep this situation quiet and trying to figure out how to approach you with an offer or an opportunity in order to do so, because exposing this or letting people know the surrounding area know about what's going on will cause some type of conflict that doesn't feel like it would be actually good, would bring attention to the situation that would be unnecessary or unwanted or unneeded. Okay? Let's get some more out here for you. Cancer, Leo. Yeah, it would cause problems. Ten of Wands. It would cause problems. It would be a burden. Yeah, basically. Situation would cause problems. Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Patience is key. Temperance is patience, okay? King of Cups, okay? Eight of Swords, all right? So somebody's stuck in their head about this situation or whatever the case may be. Cancer, that is your energy right there, okay? Spirit is saying that someone needs to have patience in this situation. And the thing about this situation, I'm going to tell you, because you might just be here for that, or you might just need to hear it. I'm going to tell you about this situation. I can't sense no ill intentions. Like, the reason for this person wanting to keep this situation to themselves or whatever the case may be, I feel like there's good intentions involved in the situation. I feel like they're just wondering if you can wait long enough for them to get themselves out of this situation before the two of you can start exposing to the world what it is. That's what I feel like. And I feel like that's their dilemma here. That's their dilemma. That's why this person hasn't come forward or towards you. I don't feel like they've approached you yet. I feel like they're still trying to feel you out. They're still watching you in some way or another, watching like how you behave, like what you think or whatever the case may be. And this would be somebody that's constantly asking you questions, allowing you to speak because they want to see how you are. They want to see how you think. Okay, I feel like this is somebody that's actually taking their time with you because they don't want to wait too long. Because if they wait too long to approach you with this opportunity or this offer, then they're afraid that you'll be snatched up. And so they're trying as hard as they can, basically, to see where you stand, how they can approach you. They're hoping that whatever information they gain by scouting you out, that this will help them come to a decision on how to approach you with this situation. Because again, I feel like their biggest worry, their biggest fear here is that you won't be willing to keep this a secret. And if you reject them in the process because of your insecurities or because you're not willing to be kept a secret or just whatever the case may be, if they approach you and you feel offended is what I'm trying to say, you might expose them anyway. So this is the fear that they feel. This is the dilemma that they're having, that this could cause problems, but they don't want to not approach you because what if they're wrong? And so they're trying to bide their time. They're trying to weigh it out in whatever way that they can, as far as approaching you goes, because this is something that they would like to explore with you. This is something that they would like to get themselves involved in with you. But before, again, and I want to make that clear, before things can be exposed, there's going to be some patience that's required to deal with this situation. Okay, let's see what your oracle is talking about here, Leo, Cancer. Master. Okay, this is somebody. First of all, what I'm getting here when this came up, first of all, this is somebody that's got control over their actions, their money, their fine. This is like an emperor to me, male or female. This is like emperor energy to me, okay? But also when this comes out, this gives that energy of having control over your emotions, okay? You can solve your problems naturally and cleverly. Proceed with courage and a decisive strategy. See, they're trying to figure it out. Let your opponent underestimate you. A Taoist master uses soft to conquer hard. They're trying to be easy about the situation. Leverage the power of your adversary to your advantage. Okay? I feel like that further validates the fact that their interest in you it's not solely just for their interest in you. They're trying to get a feel for the way you are, how you move, which will help them make that decision. Confidence, yeah. And then they'll have to get up the nerve to take that step, which is what I was saying earlier, that they don't know how you're going to react to this, because if they approach you with this and you reject them, there's still an opportunity that you can still expose them. That's the dilemma. Confidence. They got to build up their nerve as well. And we have 2, space clearance. Okay. Now this is about clearing out all them people, places, and things and negative energies that no longer serve you. Okay. So yeah, if you're hanging on, and for some of you, fire energy is involved here as well. Leo, this is also your energy, but yeah, space clearance. People, places, and things that no longer serve you, okay? Things that you're holding on to that's not beneficial to your growth or to this situation. Space clearance. The appearance of this card is a serious sign that space clearance and negative energy removal are needed immediately. Environmental or personal space or both could be affected. Attend to needed cleansing to bring in positive, fresh energy. Yeah, this individual may also have friends, co-workers, family members hanging around them or underneath them all the time, or whatever the case may be, that they need to get rid of. Or maybe you do. Maybe you do. People who talk too much, just not beneficial to your growth or this situation. And we have lovers and partnerships, okay? Definitely applying to this situation. Open your heart to love and live in the moment with passion and exuberance. Indulge in the harmony of a great partnership. Be happy. I feel like this is a good omen. I feel like this is a good omen, that taking that leap of faith, taking that step. And I mean, that's on both parts, both ends. Taking that leap of faith, taking that step. Like them wanting to keep things on the hush may not be such a bad thing. That's where I'm at, Cancer, Leo. It may not be such a bad thing. Think the situation over. Like, if you're viewing this video and this person has not approached you yet, whether you know who it is or you don't know who it is, viewing this video, I want you to sit back when it's over. Spend some time to yourself and ask yourself, what would you do if you were in this situation? Even if this person hasn't approached you yet, even if you haven't had to deal with anything like this, because you don't know what's to come. I want you to take a moment and sit back and think about, what would you do if you was in this situation and someone asked to keep this private? Cancer, Leo, that's what I have for you, and I hope it helped. I'll see you next time.